we went with that story and we put it out there that Choice FM is going to be disappearing from the airways. And we were inundated by the amount of people who responded to that story, because they felt that there was no consultation within the community. And in fact, what they've done is possibly hinging on a breach of the original Choice FM contract. Part of the Choice FM contract, in terms of getting a license, was that during their programming, at least 21 hours per week would be dedicated to the type of music I mentioned before. So that's something which obviously got people upset. And even till today, we still get the feedback coming through. It's big on our Facebook page in terms of people responding to it. And we also put it out there that we feel that Ofcom should have a look at what Capital Extra is doing to see if they have actually breached it. And I think we now have an agreement from Ofcom to start to monitor that. So that's certainly where the situation is. And what I would like to see is if anybody would want to have any comment on that. Lead us come back.
Yeah, we're a terribly reactive, nostalgic community. And I think, you know, we get very excited about Black history. And we tend to get more excited about Black history than we do about Black future. And I think what my focus is on is exactly that. These young people here have created a music scene which even American rappers and so on are now getting into the British innovation of our young people here in terms of their dubstep, in terms of their grime, in terms of all sorts of things. So actually what we've got is a big asset sitting right in our community, both in terms of reggae and both in terms of young people, that we're just not making use of. And I think that you know, the reality is you've got radio stations out there now, and what we should be doing is gathering them together and forming a black media consortium that can go to these big businesses and Ofcom and start to hold them accountable for what they're supposed to be doing for us here in London. But I also think we should extend that campaign to say to currently pirate radio stations, you know, there must be some pathway from pirate radio station into legality. There's got to be. Otherwise, Ofcom and the rest of us are just encouraging, through the institutionalised racism of the mainstream system, we're just actually encouraging the growth of that pirate radio. And some of it is brilliant, but some of it is rubbish. You know, sometimes I hear those discussion programmes that you're talking about, and they're absolutely on point. And sometimes I just think if any kid is listening to that, they're going to get really messed up by what I've just heard. Yeah. And that's why we're bringing some politics back to radio, which is my radio show on Colourful Radio from Friday from 7 AM till 10 AM, will be about politics. We'll be capturing that previous choice spirit of tackling hard issues. You know, if I can get the managing director of Nike FM down there to ask him why the hell he isn't advertising with us, that's what we'll do. And if he doesn't come there, then the next thing I'll be advertising is that we'll go to him and we'll go to Night School and we want to ask the managing director why they're not advertising with us. The evidence of the United States is when they really got strong economic power is when they started organising themselves around economic boycott.